Hi everyone, my name is Marcus, and today we're going to talk a little bit about fishing and learn how to tie a knot called the dropper loop. So, first of all, what is fishing? Some people call it an art, some people call it a sport, a hobby, um, even some people call it their passion. I fall under calling fishing definitely an art. I think there's a very personal way to go about fishing. Everyone does it their own way. Nobody does it the same. So, in that sense, it's an art. I know for me, I love it so much because it's just a activity where I can really dive into it and lose myself in it. I don't have to. I can become very focused. If that makes any sense. You fall in tune with what you're doing. I don't think there's many things out there for people that's not everything, really. It's like some people have it driving, some people have it doing this or that, and fishing's mine. Um, Fishing is something that's a great way to get you in the outdoors too. If you're getting tired of being cooped up inside all the time and you're just tired of phones and tired of the rat race of life, that sounds so corny, but I think it makes a bit of sense. Fishing's a good way to break out. And it will also get you thinking about things that probably I know most people don't really give much thought to. I know I never gave it much thought before I started fishing, which was, nature, the importance of it, why we need to preserve it for the future. I think it's an activity that really drives home the beauty of God's green earth, simple as that. So now that I've talked a little about fishing, let's get into the knot tying. So real simple. Today we're going to just use a piece of 12-pound test monofilament line and a hook. It's definitely not the kind of hook I would regularly use with this knot, and I dropped it, which is a tough start, but here we go. This is a worm hook. It's for freshwater fishing. I'm in Pennsylvania right now, so that's what I got. This knot I learned saltwater fishing. I'm from Bermuda, and out there I do a whole lot of fishing. So this was used for bottom fishing. So you can put your weight on the bottom and your hook suspended up top. So first, we don't even use a hook. Hook stays down. We tie this knot. And we just start with the line. Tag in our left, line hand in our right, bring the tag end back around, and make a loop. So now we have a loop. Real simple. And if you can't tie a loop, sorry to break it to you, but your dreams of being a fisherman might be dead. But I have faith. You got this. You can tie a loop. So now you take your loop and take your tag end, which is now in your left hand, and start spinning it around the loop. So I hope you can see this. Just wrap it around the loop. And I'm going to do... You're supposed to do 6 to 8 wraps. I do about 7 or 8. I don't really count. And you will eventually get to the point. It's just you need enough where you can have a middle. So you need a middle section. So right now, you can see there I got 8 loops. And we'll run with that. And now what we're going to do, and I got to pay attention now so we can see this in the video, is pop open one of the middle wraps. So, you gotta open it up. So get your nail in there. Oh, there we go. Open it a little wider than I wanted to, but it'll work. So now we have our wrapped loop. The wraps are on the end, and the hole in the middle. And now what you're gonna do, the part of the loop that's still singular, that's still one non-wrapped section, you're gonna pull that, keep the tag end out so the tag end doesn't get dragged in, pull that piece up through that hole you made in the loop, in the wraps, sorry. And now this is where it gets a little tricky. You don't want them to clash too early, and you want to preserve the loop. So what you do is you get the loop like that, and now bada bing, bada boom, bada bang. Once the loop is there, I hope you saw that well. But basically, they just kind of pull it tight. And what ends up happening is those loops come in on each other. And there you go. Simple as that. All you gotta do is basically keep your finger in the loop that you pulled through, and then pull the two sides of the line together to tighten them, and you form the loop, and now you have a hanging loop. And what you do now to put the hook on, I originally used to put the hook looped in. I would use the hook as a way to thread the loop through the wrap section. But one of my mates showed me, if you do it without the hook, and let's say you're fishing and you want to change your hook, what you do now is, this is the wrap piece, the loop, and you put this through there, through the back. So this is your hook, you're going to go through the back. And I'm going to just tighten the end of the loop that we made so it's real thin and we can fit it through the hook. And this is where it's nice, you should have a bit wider hook, but I've done this already and she should fit. We'll focus. Sorry guys, I should have got a bigger hook, but we will get this to work. There we go. So now it's through the hook. Let me show you now. I don't want to lose it though. Bang. And we bring it around the front end and pull it up. And now what you're left with, something like that. And with that, so that now is hooked. That's there. That's not going nowhere because no matter how you pull it, it's not slipping. And what you can do now is tie just a weight, and anything works. I've learned with weight. The first time I went fishing, one of my earliest memories was 7 or 8, and I was in the Boy Scouts, and we didn't have any weights, and all we did was take pieces of plastic and wrap some rocks in the plastic, little bits of plastic, and take a rock, stuff it in there. Like, we couldn't find big rocks, so these little bunch of little rocks, and then tied it together at the top like a little baggie using our line here, and just a basic little child knots. But that's the basic premise. So right now, if you were fishing, you could drop it down, your weight could stay on the bottom, your hook would be suspended up, and if a fish pulls, if you have a direct line, a direct feel to the hook. So fish bites, got it, and it's held there to the bottom. Excellent way to fish. You can use it lakes, ponds, rivers, the ocean, and get the job done. It's a get her done type of knot, I find. Very utilitarian. So thanks for watching my video. I hope we learned something. I know I certainly did. And have a good day, guys.